You are now tuned into Two Drunk Sistas podcast, unscripted and uncensored. Grab yourselves a drink and enjoy.
Hey guys!
Hey!
Welcome to
Two Drunk Sistas podcast.
I can't even do it.
I'm D.
And I'm W.
Thanks
What's
for
up,
tuning
y'all?
in, guys.
It's been a minute.
Has
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
It's
we
been a
haven't posted it.
minute.
That's my bad.
So guys, we are sipping on some Skrewball.
This was gifted
peanut
to me.
butter whiskey.
Yeah, Skrewball peanut butter whiskey.
Yeah.
If you're a peanut butter lover or a Reese's Pieces.
Y'all, it's like the Reese's Pieces cereal. That's it. Cereal
Yeah.
and dipped in alcohol.
I wonder if you could.
Lord.
My stomach just went.
That's too much. We drinking it neat. Ah.
The only way to drink it.
Drink it, yeah.
Cheers. All right.
Okay.
So, this was requested by a loyal listener for us to do the Orphan. I was like, dang, the Orphan, it's been a hot minute since I've seen Orphan. But let's get into it.
Let's get into it. And you know, what better way to bring in Mother's Day?
Yeah, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Yeah, happy Mother's Day. Get an adopted kid that wants to kill your family and take your husband.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So Orphan is about a devastating loss of their unborn baby, Kate, which is played by Vera Farmiga, and John, which is played by Peter Sarsgaard, decide to adopt a child at the orphanage. Both feel drawn to a little girl. Her name is Esther. Soon the couple take their new daughter home, but when they realize dangerous series of events unfolds, Kate begins to suspect that there is something evil lurking behind the child's angelic exterior.
Yeah. So, okay.
The beginning of it, at first, when I saw...
That was rough.
First of all, when I saw Kate, I was like, am I watching Conjuring?
Right.
Where's Ed? Ed, where's Ed? Lorraine, where's Ed? And I'm like, oh, no.
That's right. No, this is not The Conjuring. Way off.
The beginning is very troubling.
It is very troubling.
Like, if you never had a kid, watching this, you probably won't want to have.
Yeah, because it was a little brutal. I was like, oh, that's how y'all started, because I haven't seen this movie in such a long time, and so I was like,
it came out in 2009.
Wow.
Ooh.
So I was like, okay, so we're going there.
We are going there.
So yeah, it starts off where she gets
she's in labor.
Yeah, she's in labor, and you know they basically telling her like, we gotta do surgery. You know what I'm saying?
And she was like, yeah.
And she without any. They didn't give her any anesthesia.
Yeah.
Or
nothing.
what is it? Epidural.
Epidurals.
Nothing.
Yeah, it was just because the baby was ready to come, so there's no need for no epidural at that point.
Yeah, and so, you know, they just, you know, the instruments that were used to help bring about this child, it was very you might have, if you had pearls, you would clutch them just a tad.
Yeah, it was just gruesome. It was gruesome. And for those of you who don't have a child, that's not how, I mean, you know, everybody's childbirth is different, but it ain't me. It ain't mine. But needless to say,
She was dreaming.
She was dreaming. She woke up and I was like, God damn. So, but anyway, she was dreaming because she want to be able to have another child, but she was pregnant.
Yeah.
And it was a stillborn. Yeah. But she feels like she had so much love that she wanted to give to somebody. So she was thinking about adopting a child.
Yeah, now mind you, she already has 2 kids already. So.
Right. One of them is deaf.
Yeah, you
Like partial deaf?
I think partially, but you see that she's signing with her daughter.
Yeah. So it goes through her life, you know, just thinking about it. Because, you know, when you think about something, of course, you dream about it because it's on your mind. It's on your
subconscious.
Right. And so, you know, she's just going about her life with her 2 kids and just told her husband, like, you know what, I think we are ready to have, you know, to adopt. And so they go to this orphanage place, and all the kids were playing outside and stuff like that. And of course, you know, the nuns that were there was like, you know, saying, you know, take your time, see which child that, you know, gravitate towards too.
Yeah.
And of course, the husband, you know, was walking around, and you hear someone singing in a classroom.
Was she humming or was she singing?
She was singing, I think. She was humming first, and then she started
They
singing.
done got the devil upstairs anyway.
Right. Because I was like, okay, so you went all the way up
Upstairs,
to whatever.
upstairs.
Right. So part of me feel like, did she not wanted to get adopted because she stayed upstairs?
Well, she said the other kids don't, I guess they don't get along. I can see why. Anyway.
So the husband ended up finding Esther upstairs.
Guys,
painting.
can I just tell you, I'm sorry. I am not a fan of Peter Sarsgaard. I'm just not.
John.
Yes, I'm just not. I didn't like him in Man in the Iron Mask. I didn't like him in what's that movie? Red Eye. Like, he's just not one of my favorite. He's just not. I just don't like him.
So he's doing his job.
I guess so.
He's doing his job.
He's not a bad actor, but he just annoys me for some reason.
He was definitely annoying in this film, only because everything was happening. Everything that was happening, he wasn't supporting his wife because of what was going on in her life as well. Because she's a recovering alcoholic.
Yeah,
and I think what was it? Her daughter. Something happened with her daughter when she was drunk.
Yes,
Yeah,
the daughter
and
fell through the ice, I think.
Through the ice, and she
Yeah.
almost drowned.
Yeah, because they live where they live. There's a lake, like a man-made lake.
Right, that freezes over.
Freezes over when it snows.
Right. So, so she went to go AA and do whatever. But anyways, back to the story.
Yeah, back to the stove.
So John goes up and finds Esther, and they're clicking. She's like, I'm here, and I just love painting. And then she's talking about how the mother lion misses the baby lion, and all this stuff. So John was like, God damn,
He's fascinated. He's fascinated because she seems very smart for her age,
very mature for a 9-year-old.
Yeah,
right.
Mm-hmm.
She was 9 or a 10-year-old.
I think 10.
10-year-old.
It might
one of them things.
One of them numbers.
But when what's Vera's? Oh, Kate. Okay, her name's Kate. When Kate was looking for her husband, Kate went to one of the sisters and was like, "Hey, have you seen my husband?" And he's like, "Oh, he's probably somewhere around here. Let's go look for him." So they find John with Esther, and Kate was like, "Oh my God, you're so talented!
Did you do all these drawings?"
Right. And so Esther
Small talk.
Esther was she had a Russian accent.
Yes.
So I guess that's what pulled their heartstrings.
That's what
she was so proper and just so well mannered,
right,
for a 9-year-old.
And now get this guy. So the nun, the nun's facial expression.
Oh yeah, it said it all, right?
So much.
God damn
but
it.
she still continued to smile, and when they were like, "Oh, she seems like a
very bright girl,
mm-hmm. and in my head I'm like.
But she knows something.
She knows something. You could just tell she was just like, oh, shit. But obviously, as a nun, she can't say it. But her face was like, oh, shit. If oh, shit had a face, it was hers.
It was her face. Needless to say, if the nun would have said, listen, y'all, don't pick this girl.
Let me talk to y'all for a second.
The movie would have been over.
The movie? It would have been no movie. It would have been no movie, yes.
So anyway, so they were able to connect with Esther, and all her paperwork was signed. So they brought Esther home, and of course, the first couple of days is gonna be
an adjustment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, "Oh my God, this is my room. This is this my sister?" So she's signing to the little girl, to her stepsister,
adopted sister.
Adopted sister. She's signing, but the son was like, "Man, who this bitch?"
Listen, the son was like,
the son.
Why did she dress like that? Anyway, okay.
Listen, the son is.
A typical 9-year-old kid, 9-year-old boy. You know how they are. Kids are just ruthless now. I don't listen to kids. The kids today.
They'll push you in front of the car.
The kids today are not the kids that's helping you across the street. The kids today wait for a semi to come down, and then they knock you over.
Our future is few.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God. So,
what a thought. I just thinking about it. I'm just like, oh, my God. We're doomed.
So, of course, the son was like, okay, yeah, who this bitch? How about who this bitch?
Yes, he definitely was.
So during the past couple of days, you know, her adjustment going to school, she was being picked on.
Right, because of how she dressed. She looked like
the Victorian.
The Victorian.
Like the Russian doll.
Yes,
kids.
that's a perfect
Like
example.
if you've seen the Russian doll.
Yes.
She was dressing like that. Or Little Bo Peep or whatever. Not to say that all the Russians dress like Little Bo Peep. But
that's how
she was dressed.
She was dressed, yes.
So she was being picked on, and of course, the girl that was picking on her, she gave her the skull of the skull. If a scowl had
a face, it would be Esther.
It would be Esther because she scowled that girl, and to the point where when she went to the park,
she was waiting. Esther was okay. Look,
what was the first bad shit that Esther did?
Okay, I think the first
was it the push?
It was the push. It was the push.
First time. It was the bird. It was the bird.
But the little boy. Okay, so they were out playing, and the little boy was using one of those dart guns.
Oh, it was a paintball.
A paintball gun, and he hit a bird, and he kind of was crying.
Little shit.
I know he was crying like, I didn't think it would die, and so Esther, or I didn't think I would hit it, or I didn't think it would hurt so much.
But my thing is like you shooting
the paintball. You're shooting cans.
No, he was shooting like his soldiermen.
That's right.
And the soldierman was breaking in pieces. It's like, how you not put... Okay.
Anyway, child. You know, she was like, you need to put it out of its misery. You need to put it out of its misery so they won't feel pain anymore. You know what I'm like?
Yeah, he wasn't feeling that shit.
So she took a brick and bashed the bird. Like
with no remorse. No, I'll see you in another lifetime.
I said, okay, Macaulay Culkin, good son. You could be his sibling. Golly.
So she crushed that bird.
She did. So that was the first. But he didn't say anything.
No.
He didn't say anything. So yeah, that was the first incident.
And then the second incident was at the playground.
Yes.
You know?
That's
where the blood is cutie.
We don't want to write to that song. We don't want to write to that song.
Okay. All right. So she saw the girl that was bullying her at school at the playground.
Yeah.
And baby.
And let me tell you, but the girl was watching her. The way the bully was watching the girl, it's just so crazy. You take it like a G. You bullied her. Take it like a G.
She bullied her with her group of friends, but
she
went to the park by herself.
She was solo dolo. You see this shit? Yep. She was solo. So you know she looking at the girl like, I need to keep my eye on her.
Yeah, because she was giving her that scowl. She was like, bitch, I remember, bitch.
I'm coming for you.
Yes.
I'm coming for
I smell something.
I'm coming for you. So basically, she kept looking, you know, kind of not comfortable at the playground. Mm-hmm. She didn't see Esther.
Listen, she was going around the jungle gym thing.
Yeah.
She was looking, boy. Because there's other kids playing in the jungle gym.
Yeah.
So they're like, ah. And she's like,
she kept getting startled.
I was like, if you're getting startled by this little girl, get on your bike and go home.
And I'm like, yeah, if you feel uncomfortable, leave.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a child. Once again, a child. So, you know, I guess she finally, like, a sigh of relief. Mm-hmm. And that's when Esther went in for the kill.
Esther pushed her ass. Listen, this scene happened so fast.
The way she fell on the, what was it, slide?
Oh, and broke her arm or her leg.
This is like Damien.
She broke her leg.
Damien.
What was the little sister name? I forgot her name. God dang it.
I don't remember.
Max.
Okay,
Max. So when Esther pushed her ass off the damn slide, right? She missed the whole slide.
She missed the man.
She missed the
whole slide.
But her leg didn't miss it though.
Her leg sure enough didn't miss it.
You know, it's not funny. It's a kid-on-kid crime. It's not funny. But in this movie, the shit was hilarious. I was like, God damn. Yeah. She remembered the books. She remembered the books you knocked out of her fucking head in the hallway.
In the hallway. You embarrassed her.
Right.
So she had to get back at you. But anyway, yeah.
So Max saw Esther do that.
It, yeah.
So because Max, you know, wanted a sister so bad. Yeah. She was covering for Esther.
She was. And Max was so cute. She's such a cute little girl.
So she was covering for Esther, you know. Mm-hmm. So now all this shit is happening. Then stuff started happening with the mom, with Kate. So Kate would add. So I guess Kate played. She's a pianist, right?
Yeah.
She played the piano and stuff like that. And then Esther was like, "Oh, no." Kate was like, "Do you want to play?" And, and Esther's like, "Yeah." And then Kate was like, "I could teach you."
Yeah.
So all this time, Kate is teaching
Esther how to play
piano. Then next thing you know, Kate come home. The bitch is playing Bach.
She playing. It was Bach, right?
No, it wasn't Bach.
It wasn't Bach. It was another.
Another person.
But we were like,
wait a second now.
She playing Bach.
Yeah, I told Debbie when she was teaching her how to play, I said, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if she go.
Yes, you did say that. And she sure enough was killing the hell out of that piano.
Girl, Kate, when came in there, she's like,
Debbie about to have a heart attack.
She's like, so you play? I thought you said you don't play piano. She's like, I didn't say that.
You assumed that I wanted to learn, so
she's French now?
I don't know.
Boy, she's like,
right.
She's like,
I let you teach me. I let you teach me.
Yeah, she's like, I didn't tell you that I didn't know how to play. You said you wanted to teach me, and I said, okay. She's like, I figured since your son don't want to play and your daughter can't hear.
She can't hear, bitch.
I was like, wow.
I said, dang, really, bitch?
Wow.
Really, bitch? Yes.
So that's what put Kate in a bad taste with Esther. So she was like, you know what, Esther?
On top of watching the parents, screw each other.
Fuck in the kitchen.
Yes.
I was like, okay, so my thing is, all right, you got the toddlers sleeping. They supposed to be sleeping, but you're not supposed to be having sex in the kitchen, out in the open.
Right.
So Esther saw them, and they were like, oh my God. The next day, Esther was painting, and Kate went in and was like, hey,
when people are in love, trying to like give her
the birds and the bees talk. She's like, yeah, you guys fuck.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Anyway.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So these little things that's going on in the house.
It's perking Kate's ears.
Yeah, because she's like, wait a minute. This is...
Where is she learning this stuff? First it was the girl being pushed. Now it's, her saying that she thought that she could play, that she couldn't play.
Right.
And then now the fuck thing.
Yeah, and so Kate ended up calling the orphanage and telling
them what was happening with Esther,
and so
with the other kids.
The same nun that was there when they met Esther was like, well, I didn't want to say anything, but
oh, bitch,
it seems like trouble follows Esther because her old family, her previous family, something happened with the kids and
they all died.
But I don't think she found that out till later. No.
No.
Oh, the nun told her that?
She told the story of where she came from.
Remember. Okay,
because she became an orphan because of her parents.
Oh, okay, got you. Yeah. So Kay is like... So the lady, the nun is pretty much explaining to her all this stuff that's going on. And I think the nun decided to... She didn't tell her that, but I think she decided to make a visit.
Right, because she needed the dental records.
Yes.
She needed her medical records to close up her file.
Yeah, and so we noticed that Esther just didn't want to go to the doctor.
All right, so this was a red flag for me right here.
Yeah.
Even though it's been a minute, I forgot what the premise was, but that was a red flag. I'm like, she don't want to go to the dentist. I'm like, oh, I think I know what's happening. What's happening?
What did you think was happening when she said that she was like...
She's older than what she say she is. Because, listen, when you go to the dentist, the teeth don't lie.
The teeth don't lie.
The teeth don't lie.
That's true. Okay.
You got some old teeth, we gonna find out. them big ass chompers don't lie.
So okay.
So that's why.
And things just kind of started going downhill
from there.
Yeah.
So the nun wanted to come and see Esther to see how they're adjusting.
How they're adjusting and stuff. Yep.
Baby, when the nun came to the house and they were discussing about Esther, and then the nun was like, "Listen."
Esther told Max, like, the nun is trying to get me out of. She's gonna take me away. Max. Kids are impressionable. So Max is like, I don't want that to happen. And she's like, you got to help me get rid of her,
That's
oh my God.
Sad. So the nun was like, basically, they were just talking like, you know what? I tried to call the orphanage where she came from and nobody's answering. I couldn't get a, answer, stuff like that. But the nun was like, I'm going to investigate.
Right.
I'm going to get my Sherlock Holmes glasses and drive and investigate, and I'll get back to you. And then Esther heard that shit. Esther like, listen, I like this family. I got
like you're not gonna ruin it for me. So basically, yeah, her and Max, like ran to like a point where when you drive away from the family,
right,
the
like
road,
like a bridge or something.
Yeah, and so Esther pushed Max in front of the car, and the nun swerved and hit. I don't know if she hit anything.
I think she hit a tree or something like that.
Okay, so when she got out of the car and she was like, Max, what are you doing out here? And that's when Esther came and hit her.
Listen,
Esther came and knocked her out, yo, and just eventually killed her.
Right, dragged her ass off the street.
Her and Max.
Dragged her
oh my God,
the street.
This little girl is traumatized.
And yes,
she's traumatized.
And killed her. Not only hit her with the rock, but also finished her off with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hammer and some nails. Some nails. Boom, 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 boom. That's to you mothers out there. With the hammer and some nails. Oh my God. So,
we don't own the rights to that. Okay?
So they go back, and now they have to hide the evidence, right?
Oh my God.
So because the son was banned from the treehouse, what was he banned from the treehouse from? What was the reason?
He was acting like a dick.
Oh yeah,
he was.
Oh yeah, because everybody was showing favoritism for Esther, but Esther was low key like eyeing him, be like, yeah, bitch.
He was being an asshole at dinner.
He was,
and I think they were like, okay, no. The dad was like, no treehouse for you or whatever.
That's right. That's right. And so I guess Esther went back to the house and found the key to unlock the treehouse, and so that's where they were putting all the evidence. And she was telling Max, like, hey, Max, if they find this, we both
go to jail. Yeah. So
and,
you see
know,
that
you have to
shit?
keep that secret. So she was basically manipulating Max to cover for her.
Mm-hmm.
After they got out the treehouse, the boy, the son saw they were coming out, and Esther turned back around, was looking to see who was looking, but she knew that it was him.
Yeah.
So Esther waited at night
when he was asleep.
Okay.
When he was asleep.
When he was that good sleep.
The good sleep, the one that's you drooling, and she took a knife to his childhood. Because it's not a manhood just yet. She took a knife to his childhood and was like, you say something again. Say something.
She was like,
go ahead, say something. Say something. Say something.
Like Pinky. Say something. Just say one word. Just say cut this shit. Just say that shit.
Basically, she told him and she gonna cut. Oh, she said, I'm gonna cut your little thing off before you know what to do with it. Or some shit like that.
Girl. That shit was hilarious. And he peed. And she's like, you peed on yourself.
Yeah, she's like, you pissed yourself.
This girl's evil. She evil.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, in Whoville, Kate and John is going through marital distress because Kate is like, listen,
something is wrong with her. It's not me.
And then John's like, listen, you're just being too hard. You need to relax. Ain't nothing wrong. She don't need to see no therapist. You need to chill.
And the therapist, but it did end up taking her to a therapist. Eventually, and the therapist was like, on basically trying to make the mom feel like she's nuts.
Yeah, like
Esther needs tender love and care, and you're not providing that, and all this fuck shit, Right.
So this time, Kate was going nuts.
She really was going crazy.
She is a recovering alcoholic, but she almost took that bottle and drunk it. But she ended up buying the bottle. Yeah. But didn't drink it. She just threw one bottle away. Yeah. But Esther found the other bottle and I guess gave it to John, the dad, and was like, "Yeah, she's been drinking." So they think that she's been drinking. That's why she's Kate is having
she's erratic and stuff. Right. Mm-hmm. But that's not it. Yeah. Kate was like, "I bought the bottle. I didn't drink it. I dumped it out." Kate just kind of felt like, nobody had her side. Yeah, nobody had her side. Shit started hitting the fan when the son went to the tree. Okay, so the son went to Max and was like, first of all, these kids can't whisper. And I guess Max don't know how to sign as well.
No,
because Max could read lips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Max could read lips and sign, but the son, he doesn't know how to sign.
So
he was talking loud as fuck.
He was loud as fuck. He thought Esther was taking a shower or whatever, because she was singing her horrible song. And so he goes to Max and he's like, Max, like, tell me what happened. Did such and such do something to the nun? Blah blah blah, whatever. Yes. And so she's.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Max was in a car because Kate went to drop off the son and Esther. And when she got out of the car, Max was still in the car, and the car went off because Esther
removed she took the brake.
She put it on neutral or something like that.
And so, so Max, the son was like, did Esther do that? And Max was like, yeah. And so he was like, he's gonna get the key to the
Daniel. The son's name is Daniel. Sorry, guys.
He's gonna get the key to the treehouse and see, because
where
I guess
the evidence,
right. Yeah. And so Esther was waiting for his. Well, she came after him.
Yes.
Esther burnt that shit down to the ground, y'all.
First of all, Esther locked his ass in that treehouse.
Yes.
And started the
fire.
Yeah.
So he, he got out, but then he fell.
He fell from the treehouse, and then he was in a coma.
I believe so. He was in a coma. Do you know Esther was trying to finish the job
at the hospital?
At the hospital. Oh. She was trying to finish the job at the hospital. And let's talk about the mother-in-law. Do you understand? Don't get me started.
It's Mother's Day, so be
It ain't Mother's Day for the horrible mother-in-laws. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you purposely bring hell to, your son's wife's life, then, fuck a Mother's Day. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But she also had to deal with the fucking mother-in-law.
Yeah, she had to deal with the mother-in-law.
So Esther tried to finish a job at the hospital, and Max knew that. Yes,
because Max was like, "Bitch, you been gone for too goddamn long to go at the vending machine." Okay, because I said I wanted a snack, and you've been missing way too long. And then she told Granny, she's like, "Granny, I'm gonna get Esther because she ain't back yet."
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for Esther because she's not back yet. Yeah. And so they ended up. She did take a pillow to Daniel, right?
She did to finish it. First of all, she put not the IV, but the pulse indicator that be on your, with the doctor put on your finger so you can get your stats. Mm-hmm. She put that shit on her own finger so the thing won't alert when his ass passes away. Mm-hmm. That bitch.
But they revived
Daniel. And then they were ended up saving because Max went to her mom and said, hey, we need to go see Daniel because he's, no.
The thing went off.
Yes, because Esther done did what she had done did.
And so this is a turning point because Kate looks like the unstable parent,
right?
Because she's trying to kill my son. Like, right. What y'all don't understand?
You're trying to destroy my family.
Yeah,
but this happened, and what Kate was doing behind the scenes was she was getting information on where Esther's history.
That's true.
Where she came from, and she went into her room and found a book, and it had Stars Institute or something like that.
Yeah,
and so she contacted the institute. Meanwhile, while Esther was doing all this bad shit to Daniel and all this shit, she had submitted her Esther's picture and everything to the institute, saying that, hey, are you guys an orphanage? And they're like, no, we're not an orphanage. We're a mental.
We're a psychiatric
ward. I was like, good God.
I said, oh my God.
So while she was in the hospital,
because they ended up giving Kate some kind of sedative to calm her down.
Yeah, because she smacked the shit out of Esther.
She fucking did.
Love it.
She slapped the wind out that bitch.
She smacked the shit out of her.
Yeah.
And so they had to sedate her. And while she was being sedated, the people contacted her back. And this is where we see and hear who Esther is. So, okay, listen. While the mom was being sedated in the hospital, right?
She still had her. Oh yeah, go ahead.
The dad goes home, and leaves the mom at the hospital. So she's get this information. The guy calls, like, yes, so I'm the doctor, blah, blah, blah. She's like, is
she with you or some shit? What did he say?
He's like, is Esther with you? And she was like, no, she's at the house. She's like, get your family and leave. She's like, what do you mean? And so he tells the story of Esther. Esther is fucking 33 years old.
She has a condition.
It's a dwarfism condition.
Yes, that makes her look like and she's been
looks
playing.
like a child. So the reason,
God.
all this time she didn't want nobody to go into the bathroom because she was bandaging her
She
breast.
binds her titties, y'all.
She bind her titties and she bind her butt so she can still have that baby frame.
Oh my God.
Then she put fake teeth. So she's basically making herself look like a child because she would have a collar and
I think he said, "Oh, have you ever seen the scars?" And she was like, "What scars?"
Right.
And so while we're hearing Kate talk to the doctor from the institute about Esther is trying to seduce John.
Yeah.
And she puts on lipstick, y'all. She
takes the dress, she cuts it, she wears heels.
And John probably like finished a bottle of, I don't know, God knows what he was drinking.
Girl.
And he's sitting up there, boo-hoo. Y'all know I don't like Sarsgaard, so I'm going to let Dee finish because I was like, whatever, we don't care about your ass. Next.
He drank the whole bottle and so she comes down dressed and she has like dinner and food and candles and stuff and she was like, yes, I like you and I love you. And I think she said like, I like you or something. And then she started kissing him and he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And in my head, I'm like, is that what you say to a little girl who's trying to seduce you? What are you doing? I'd have been like, the hell wrong with you?
Turn around and start, hitting her in the butt. I don't know. Where the belt at? I don't know.
Girl, if you want to sit your ass down somewhere, girl. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, really?
Y'all see why I don't like
he was real.
Peter Sarsgaard?
You know what? He was giving her the benefit of the doubt. Because, kids do weird things. I don't know where it comes from. Where they get it.
Insert Freud.
He was doing gentle parenting.
We'll insert Freud here. Some crazy shit. Right.
He was gentle parenting, right? So he's like, what are you doing? And she was like, oh, you said that you love me. And he was like, not like that.
Yeah.
Girl, this is when the bitch went psycho.
She went psycho. She stabbed him. She stabbed his ass dead.
Meanwhile,
over and over and over again.
Meanwhile, at the hospital, Kate was trying to get home because she was trying to call John to let him know, like,
get her out of there.
Get the family out. Get Max and not Max, but
get Max out because
was there.
Daniel was still recovering.
Right. So she was trying to call him to say, hey, get Max out, but she wasn't able to reach him. So she's driving through the streets and it's snowing. She's skitting and sliding and skitting. She's skitting and sliding and skitting, trying to get home.
Damn near almost died.
Right, and my head is like, bitch, are you trying to die or are you trying to save your family? You okay, one or the other, because you driving erratically in the snow. So,
but she gets home finally, and it's just a tussle between her, Max, and Esther. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I think what was the scene where she was on top of the house?
The garden, the greenhouse,
and she saw basically telling Max to be quiet because Max was hiding.
Yes,
but Esther ended up finding her, and of course, Kate saw that, and I don't know if she jumped or she hit up. I don't know what she fell through.
Esther was shooting.
Okay.
Shooting,
and that's how she fell through. She fell on top of Esther. So they ended up calling 911. 911 get there. We don't see Esther. Esther gone.
We're like, bitch. First of all, in my head, I'm like, bitch, you would have shot her right there.
I was like, why you ain't just... But anyway.
Okay.
We're not in the movie.
No.
So...
And we ain't make it.
Right. So, Kate gets Max and they start... I guess they leave or whatever. Mm-hmm. And fucking Esther finds them, y'all. Now they're by the lake.
The lake, yeah.
Boy... evil don't die quick. You have to make sure. I don't know what you got to do with it. I don't know if you have to chop heads. I don't know. But people always want to turn their back. Like, nah, they not dead.
So, there's a bunch of tussling in the lake.
In the lake.
Freezing water.
Yes. And Max picks up a gun.
Oh, and then does she end up using it? Like shooting
She
it?
shoots it, but then it...
Oh, no, it made the ice crack. And that's when they fell through the lake. Mm-hmm. And then now they were fighting in the cold-ass water. Mm-hmm. And you can see them underwater just fighting.
And then Esther, so they're fighting. She pulls Kate underneath. Kate ends up getting out. Tells Max to go back. Mm-hmm. And so... Kate has a knife. I mean, not Kate. Esther
comes out of the pulls Kate. Pulls Kate.
Yeah.
And then she's telling Kate like, "You need to save me.
I want to be your mom. I'm your mommy. Or
don't leave me, mommy. Or something.
Don't leave me." And then Kate's like, "I'm not your fucking mommy."
She gave her a swift kick in the mouth.
In the mouth. And I think it broke her neck.
It broke her jaw or something like that.
So,
and the bitch fell in the water.
And that did. And that did.
Oh.
That's it.
My goodness.
So it makes you want to be like, okay, if I'm going to adopt a kid, I need to see the dental records. Oh, you don't have any? Well, next kid. Yeah. Show me the next kid with dental records.
My thing is, like, how you going to take home a kid with no medical records? How do you do that?
I don't know, desperation or, it's okay, it's not a big deal. Oh, man, it's not a big deal. And I think for some people, it's like, what's there's always a hidden agenda. And then for other people, it's like, it's okay. Yeah, everything is fine. It's fine. Yeah.
This is what happened.
Right.
That your child ended up being a 33-year-old person playing a 9-year-old.
Yes.
And that's the reason why that's the reason why she is so advanced.
Right.
Because she's a woman.
She's a woman. She's an adult.
She's a woman.
She's an adult.
I do want to talk about this one scene that was really heartbroken. Mm-hmm. When Kate stillborn child, she had it cremated and she put it in a rose garden.
Yes.
And Esther went and cut the roses from that. Oh my God, that broke my heart.
Listen, y'all, Vera Farmiga, when she cries, she's so good with the whole tears and
yes. That shit was gut wrenching for me. I was like, damn.
That shit hurt a lot. I was like, wow.
I felt that pain right there.
This bitch, and then he go to husband. Well, honey, she didn't mean it. She's like, I took her and showed her the name. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's why he's a dick. And he died. Yeah.
You see, this is why I don't like.
He died.
Peter! I don't like Peter.
You know what? He did a good job.
He did do a good job.
Peter Sarsgaard did an amazing job.
He did a good job.
Everybody did a good job in this film.
Yes.
So. I think we went on their post and what's the
what?
Esther, her name is Isabel, and we went on her post. I think it was like 20 years.
Oh, since making the movie, yeah.
And you could see Peter and her, and then I think she put like, so who's the old one now? Yeah, who's the old one now?
Yeah, it was funny.
So that was pretty good. This movie this shit is borderline disturbing. It's right next to The Good Son. The Good Son,
Damien. Yes.
They all need to conglomerate together and make a movie.
Oh hell no! Ooh, that's
with
too
Chucky.
much. Oh Lord, that's too much.
Anyway, guys, that is The Orphan, and to the loyal listener that requested this movie, we hope that we made you proud in reviewing it. If you have any other movies that you want us to watch, hit us up on our Gmail at 2drunksistas@gmail.com. The number 2 drunk DRUNK sisters.
Or send us at gmail.com. Or send us a DM on IG.
Yes, send us a DM on IG, 2 Drunk Sisters, on what movie you think that we should rate and review. So,
thanks, guys.
Guys, thanks for listening. We appreciate you and hope your Mother's Day went very well if you're a mom.
And please don't watch The Orphan on Mother's Day.
No, watch Orphan on Mother's Day. Yes, please. Party of 2? Yes. Thanks, guys.
All right, y'all. Peace.